Okay, so welcome back to this session. We are going to discuss in this session, that is coplanar non-concurrent force system. So while discussing about the force system, we have discussed what do you mean by coplanar non-concurrent force system. Coplanar means it is in the single plane. Non-concurrent means the line of action is not meeting at a same point. So that is, if two or more forces acting in a plane but not passing through the single point, such force system we are calling it as coplanar non-concurrent force system. So I have given you the example. So if you are kicking the football on a ground, so then it can move along horizontal, or it can move along vertical, or it can fly on the air. It is having x, y, z direction, coplanar non-concurrence. That is a non-coplanar, but here coplanar, it is in the single plane only, but non-concurrent force system is there. So if in this condition, how we need to find out the magnitude, resultant, direction and position of the resultant, so that we can discuss in the today's class. So there is no any much variation in the calculation of resultant. Same thing what you are calculating, r is equal to summation of fx square fy square. This step is same, and the direction tan inverse of sigma fy divided by fx, this is also same. But in order to find out the position of the resultant from x and y axis, so if any number of forces are given, so then what you need to do, you need to find out the position of the resultant. So if the resultant, how much distance from x axis, what is the distance of resultant from x axis, and what is the distance from y axis. So mention any the particular point, that is x intercept and y intercept, you need to find out. So x intercept means what? So what is the distance of resultant from the required point on the x axis, similarly on the y axis. So and we know that according to the Varignon's theorem, so what the Varignon's theorem says, the moment of resultant, it may be any number of forces, 2, 3, 4. R is the resultant, it is single force. The moment of resultant about any point is equal to the algebraic sum of the moment of number of forces about the same point. So this is the statement of Varignon's theorem. Number of forces are acting in a system, then the moment due to all the forces, that is summation of moment due to all the forces about any point, is equal to the moment of resultant about the same point. So by considering this, we can find out the position of the resultant. D is nothing but a position of the resultant, that is equal to the, from this, summation of m divided by r. So summation of m means what? Moment of all the forces about any point, prescribed point A, B, C. So whatever the point, it has been given in the problem. And x intercept means what is the distance from x axis, along x axis and along y axis from that point, that is summation of moment divided by summation of fy will give you the x intercept, and summation of m divided by summation of fx will give you the y intercept. So this is regarding the coplanar non-concurrent force system. You can observe here. So this is what the resultant. So x intercept, y intercept means you are finding out from the O point or the given point. So what is the distance x and what is the distance y at which our resultant is lies. So that you need to find out here. So in order to solve the problems, we need to follow the some of the steps. The similar steps about what we have discussed in the coplanar non-concurrent force system. Concurrent force system. The same thing you can observe here. First, what we need to do? So we need to find out, in order to find out the magnitude, direction and position of the resultant. So means in this type of problem, the four things you need to find out: magnitude, direction, position of the resultant. And what is the first step? You need to calculate what is summation of fx and what is the summation of fy. Similarly, second step, that is resultant, using the formula you are calculating, and determine the direction using tan inverse of summation of fy by fx. And next, in addition to that, by considering the Varignon's theorem, you need to find out the position of the resultant. D, you have to calculate summation of moment divided by r, and x-intercept and y-intercept. So you just clear with this. X-intercept means the distance from x-axis, distance along y-axis from the given point. So this is what the some of the steps you need to consider while solving the coplanar non-concurrent force system problems. Yes, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now let us move for one of the problem on this. Just have the attention regarding the problem. So you can observe here, by seeing the diagram itself, we can say this is non-concurrent force system, because the number of forces, how many? 4 forces are there, but the line of action of all the forces are not meeting at the same point. This is having the line of action here, and this is force is having the line of action here, and 100, the line of action is here, and the line of action of 100 root 2 is here. They are not meeting at a same point here. That is coplanar non-concurrent force system. So now let us discuss what is the problem here. So it is given, for non-concurrent coplanar system as shown in figure. Figure is they will give in the question paper itself. Determine, what you need to determine? Magnitude, that is magnitude of resultant. Direction, that is theta of resultant. And position, d value, that is x-intercept and y-intercept of resultant force with respect to point A. This is very important here, with respect to which point you need to calculate, because as I told you, moment is different at different points. Here with respect to point A is given, and with respect to point B, then it is different. With respect to point C, then it is different, because moment is different at the different points. Here we need to find out magnitude, direction and position with respect to point A. So first we need to follow the same step. Summation of fx you need to find out, summation of fy you need to find out here. So here, how many horizontal forces are there? Yes, only horizontal.
2.
2 horizontal forces are there, this one and this one, and one vertical force is there, 200, and one inclined force is there. So first what we need to do, we have to resolve this inclined force. So what is the x component of this inclined force? X component
100 root 2 cos 45.
Correct. 100 root 2 cos 45 is your x component, and 100 root 2 sin 45 is your y component. That is 100 root 2 is the magnitude into sin 45 is your y component. So now summation of fx and summation of fy, similarly what you have did in the previous problems. So like that only you have to find out. So you can observe here this force, 100 force, and we know the direction. This is positive and this is positive, negative and negative. So if the forces are going in like this, so we are having the direction here. So you can observe, first we need to consider summation of fx. 100, it is in the positive direction, therefore it is positive, and this is in the negative direction, that is plus 100 minus 100. And another horizontal force is 100 root 2 cos 45. Again it is which direction? Positive or negative?
Positive direction.
It is in the positive direction. So therefore you have to consider it as a positive. Summation of fx. 100, another 100 is negative direction, and another force is, that is 100 root 2 cos 45. So by simplifying you will get what is summation of fx. And similarly summation of fy. Fy means two forces are there, 200 upward direction and vertical component of inclined force. Clear? Vertical component. This is one vertical force and this is one vertical force. 200 is moving upward, therefore it is positive, and 100 root 2 sin 45 is downward, therefore it is negative. So by simplifying this you will get what is the value of the resultant. R is equal to summation of fx square plus summation of fy square. You will obtain the resultant. So there is no changes. So by considering horizontal and vertical forces, you need to find out the resultant. And theta is also similar here. Theta, what is the formula? We are having summation of fy divided by fx. So fy fx is 100 only. You will get the theta as a 45. So now it is very important to take the moment. So where we need to take the moment? There are A, B, C, D point is there, but they have mentioned to find out the position with respect to point A. With respect to which point they are asking, that point we need to take the moment. So means you can observe in this, point A is here. Point A is here. The moment of all the forces means 200, 100 and this 100 and both the components, all the forces moment about point A you need to find out, and you have to add, that is summation of moment at A. You can write like this, summation moment at A, you can write here. So now we can discuss how we are going to take the moments. Just concentrate here. So first we need to observe how many forces which is passing through point A. So you can observe here, this is the point we need to take the moment, and 100 Newton is a force which is passing through the line of action of the point at which we need to find out the moment. So therefore moment due to 100 Newton becomes what? This 100 Newton about point A. Moment of this 100 Newton about point A. How much? It is 0. Just observe here. What is moment? Moment is equal to force into perpendicular distance. Our force is here. This is only the force. Just will highlight with a different color. Okay. This is our force, 100 Newton. Right? And perpendicular distance we are not having because the point is here only. The line of action of the force is passing through the point at which we need to take the moment. So therefore moment due to this 100 Newton about point A will become 0. If you are taking to the point B, then it will come. Force is here, point is here, perpendicular distance is 4. But we are taking the at point A. Therefore moment due to 100 Newton about point A is 0. because line of action is passing through that point only. And you can observe another force. Which one? That is horizontal component of inclined force, this force. So you can observe the line of action of this also passing through the same point A. So now what is the moment due to 100 root 2 cos 45 about point A? Moment due to this force about point A becomes what? Yes? It is also 0 because line of action is passing through the point A only. This is also 0, and moment due to 200 will come because force is there, and 100 will come, and moment due to this force will come. So it means what? If any force, their line of action is passing through the point at which we need to find out the moment, then moment due to that force will become 0. So just try to understand here. So if the force is here, this force, and if you need to take the moment at this point only, then force line of action is also here, point is also here. There is no perpendicular distance. Therefore, moment due to this force, if it is 5 kilonewton, it is 0. If suppose the forces are here, then there is a distance. Suppose the 5 kilonewton is here, then 5 into 1 meter or 2 meter, 5 into 1 meter, and it is in the clockwise direction, therefore it is positive. Means if the line of action is passing through the same point, then moment due to that point, that force will become 0. Is it clear? So okay, now you can observe the moment. As I told you, the moment due to the forces, which is the line of action which is passing through this, is 0 because moment of due to 100 Newton is also 0, and moment due to the horizontal component of this force is also 0 because all are passing through here. And as we have discussed, moment due to this, we have already discussed 200 into perpendicular distance, 200 into 2. In order to reach the point A, it should come in this direction, anti-clockwise, therefore it is negative. And again 100 is a force, line of action is here, point is here. In order to reach the point, that is perpendicular distance is 4 meter, and in order to reach the point A, it should come like this, therefore it is positive, clockwise, 100 into 4. Similarly, the moment due to this force is 0 here, and moment due to the vertical component will come. Vertical component is 100 root 2 sin 45 into the perpendicular distance. This is what the force, this is what the force, and point is here, and perpendicular 4. So therefore, by considering this, we can calculate, that is 100 root 2 sin 45. So you can observe here in this observation, just observe, they have considered the 0 also. You just leave about this. 100 root 2 sin 45 is there, 100 root 2 sin 45 into 4, and 100 into 4, and 200 into 2, minus the same thing what I have written here. 200 into 2 is negative, and remaining are positive. So like that, you have to take the moment at this point. Yes, is it clear? By simplifying this, you will get the answer. Yes, have you understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so then D is equal to, so after the calculating the moment, and you should use the brackets here. So the bracket, you have to put the proper bracket, otherwise the calculation will be wrong. So in all the sessions, I'm just explaining you, but you need to operate the calculator, and you have to obtain the value by solving. So then only you can get what all the mistakes you are going to do. So this is what moment about point A. So now you need to find out the distances. So what is the formula we are having? So by the steps you can observe here, D is equal to summation of m divided by r, and x intercept summation of m divided by summation of fy, and y intercept summation of m divided by summation of fx. So similarly you can put the values and you can find out here. Our moment is how much? 400, and unit is important, Newton meter. D is equal to summation of moment divided by r. Resultant is, you can observe, so whatever the resultant value you are having, that is 100 root 2 or 141.42 resultant, and x intercept summation of m divided by fy is 100, and y intercept summation of m divided by fx is 100, that is 4 meter. So now you need to draw the resultant here. So means once again you have to draw this figure and you have to draw where the resultant will lies. So what is x intercept? It is 4 meter, and y intercept, it is also 4 meter. So therefore now you have to draw here. So with respect to which point you have to draw? With respect to which point? With respect to A, because A is given. So whatever the values you have calculated, that is also with respect to point A here. So therefore point A is here. That is, what is x intercept value? X intercept is 4 meter, y intercept is also 4 meter. That is from point A, that is 4 meter means here, and from point A 4 meter means here. Our resultant is lies in this direction. So that is x intercept 4, y intercept 4. This is what our resultant. So this is what the x intercept, x, and this is what the y. So after doing the calculation, you have to draw the position of the resultant. Yes, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So okay, this is about the problems on coplanar non-concurrent force system. So let me continue. Wait for a while.